What's up, guys? My name is George, and welcome to the second episode of Career Mode with Porto. We are going to start the Liga NOS, so finally we're gonna get into it, and then we're also gonna play the Champions League and the Cup of Portugal. But the Champions League, we're not gonna have any games in this episode. It's gonna be 3 games from Liga NOS. The third one is amazing. So by the title of this video, you'll know there's gonna be a game that involves 10 goals. But is it gonna be a 6-4 victory, loss? Is it gonna be 7-3, 5-5 draw? I don't know. You guys are gonna find out at the end of this episode. All I can say about that game, that it was just crazy, and you know, just a game that involves that many goals, you know, it's gonna be super dramatic and interesting. So we're starting off just looking at the squad. So in the first episode, we signed Kagawa, and I think we signed him for about 31 million euros, which was not too bad considering how players go these days. Really expensive. He is 28 years old though, so you know, I wasn't gonna pay more than probably 45 million for him, and I think that's too much anyways. And one of the things that I never even checked was our objectives for the season. So we got some domestic, financial, continental, and all those. So one of them is that we had to sign a player from a youth player, and so we went to the youth staff, and I had a pretty good, you know, variety of managers to choose from. Well, not managers, but scouts. And I just decided to go with someone that doesn't have that much experience or judgment, because I didn't really want to spend a lot of money, because I think the one that had 5 stars for both experience and judgment was 7 million. I think that's way too much. So I was hopeful that, you know, this scout right here was gonna find me someone decent. So you know, I think I paid like 200,000 instead of the 7 million that I would have paid. So I'll take my chances with him. So we're getting a couple of offers here, and that's understandable. We got an offer for this guy here, but I really didn't want to loan him out or sell him. He's one of our goalkeepers. I really want to sell the other goalkeeper that I have there. I think he is Brazilian. I don't remember his name. You'll see him in a second. But I want to sell him because I want to have 3 goalkeepers. But he is I think he's at 74 rating, and you know, I already got my starting goalkeeper, which is Casillas, and then I have my other goalkeeper, which I forget his name again. Here he is right there, Sal, I think, or Sal. I think that's his name. So, you know, I don't want to keep that guy, you know, that's already old, and he's just only 74 in rating. So I'm probably going to, you know, I put him on the transfer list, so I want to sell him. And the other goalkeeper, he's younger, so I want to keep him and then just have 3 goalkeepers, because I usually like to have 3 goalkeepers in my team. I don't really care, you know, for having 4. I think that's just too much, because one of those goalkeepers are never going to play. So it makes no sense to have that many goalkeepers. But anyways, we also got an offer for Pereira, which is our right back. He's been getting offers left and right, and I mean, it's understandable. He's a really good right back, and right now he could probably be, you know, one of the best young right backs in the game. So we got transfers from Juventus, and later on we'll get more transfers for him. They're pretty good though. I mean, some of those teams have bid more than 28 million and stuff like that. Those, you know, that's a pretty good amount, but we don't want to sell him, because the only other good right back we have is the other Pereira, but he's from Uruguay. So there's no, you know, it doesn't make sense for us to sell him. And you know, we do have the Champions League. We have obviously the Liga. I keep calling it Liga like if it's Spain. Liga NOS, and the Cup as well. So we need to have our best players there. Can't afford to sell players like that. So we're gonna play the first game of the season. So we're finally going to play in Liga NOS, and I am very excited. So this is the start of the Portuguese league. We're playing against Guimarães, and sorry for butchering these names. I'm not, or Guimarães, I think. Sorry, you know, though I'm not really good at pronouncing these names, especially when it's outside, you know, in other parts where, you know, it gets harder to pronounce them, like in France. But anyways, we start off and we miss this chance right here. Unbelievable. I could not for the love of God understand how Suarez missed that goal. He was right there. Like, heading is one of his best attributes, and he totally missed that one. And you know what they say, you miss a goal, you get scored on. So I don't know if that's how it goes, but anyway, something like that. So we did get scored on, and we didn't start off like I wanted to start off in the league. So 1-0 down, but you know, we're having chances and we're getting shots on goal. So we're gonna come into the 28th minute with this nice play. We take the shot, it goes off of Kagawa, and I thought it was the first goal for us in the league and for Kagawa as well, but no, he was offsides, didn't count. And I kind of figured, because it just seemed like, you know, it was too easy the way I scored that goal, even though it was off of a rebound. But anyways, did not count. Still hoping to get that 1-1. But Guimaraes comes and scores the second, and I was already, I was just in shock that we got scored on again. 2-0 now. Really nice finish, but I don't know. I feel like Casillas maybe could have done a bit more, but you know, that was it. But in this, not in the well, actually yes, in the second. No, I'm kidding. Not in the second half. Sorry. 43rd minute, just before the first half ended, we get a goal with Abubakar. So the Cameroon player comes in big at the end of the first half. 43rd minute, pretty nice play. That's a really nice pass right there, assist. Like, that made the whole play possible. That run and then that back heel assist was just awesome. So Abubakar gets that goal, and we get that 2-1. So we get closer, and then Brahimi with this nice left-footed shot goes in. I feel like the goalkeeper should have had this one, and this is one of the things that I've been noticing in FIFA 18. The goalkeepers really suck. Like, honestly, I feel like there has to be some sort of patch or something, because the goalkeepers are not good in this game. They're, you know, you can have Buffon, you can have De Gea, you can have, you know, the best goalkeepers, but you know, they're still gonna let some goals in, which they should not, you know, let it in, like in FIFA 17 or before. Guimaraes gets a equalizer to make it 2-2, but we come back and make it a 3-2. So this game also had a couple of goals, just like we're gonna have in the third match. I'm not gonna tell you against who it is, but you'll find out soon. But 3-2 or 3-3 actually the score right now. So 3-3 it is, and this game was pretty good, but man, I was letting so many goals in that, you know, it wasn't good at all. But we're gonna get the fourth goal here, and this is gonna come with by Herrera. So he scores big for us just after coming in as a substitute. So he came in big. That's a nice header, hits the post, and then he comes and just puts that one in the back of the net. Really nice. I like how he just came in, you know, from the back, out of the woodwork, and just gets that goal. It's awesome. So 4-3, and in the last one of the last minutes here in the game, this is a nice header, but the save was even better. We're still winning the match 4-3, so I was confident that I was gonna take this one home. Well, we are playing home, but I was confident that I was gonna get that W. We get another corner kick right here, and this was it, I believe. One more shot maybe here. Oh yeah, we get this one last play here with Otavio. He shoots it, and I have no idea how this one didn't go in either. So we got a couple of misses in this match, which you know, they should have been in, and they're really embarrassing misses here. But anyways, we come away with the victory 4-3. This was a close game, and Guimaraes did a very good job in this match. You know, they could have beat us in this game, and I was just kind of lucky and that I was able to get that 4-3 victory, because it was a really hard match. And I mean, honestly, like, I had most of the shots, as you saw right there. I think I had like 20 shots on goal. Yeah, 20 shots, and I think they only had like 8. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, doesn't really matter. You can have the most shots and everything, but you can lose by a goal, and that would be it. But I was happy that we got that win. So 4-3, 7 goals in the first match of the season. Not too bad in terms of drama and intensity. So we get an offer for Jesus Corona from Everton, 22.9 million. Not really a great offer, but our assistant in transfers, you know, he had us right there at between 33 and I think 55 or something like that. So, because I mean, Corona, he's only like 24 years old, so you know, he can go for a lot of money. And so 22.6, I don't think that's enough for for us to sell him. I think that's just way too low. I was contemplating on the idea of selling him, but then again, I don't know who would I get. Like I mean, obviously I can get a player like, I don't know, maybe I can look for a player like Gareth Bell or some other like really good winger, Royce or something like that. I don't know, but they're just too expensive, and the chances of them coming to the club, I think, are more slim. It just doesn't make sense for a player like that to come. I was looking at a player, Yarmolenko from Borussia Dortmund. Again, I don't know what it is with these players from Dortmund, but I just keep on. They just have really good young players. Yarmolenko isn't that young. He's 27 years old, but I think that's one of the best. That's like the prime of a soccer player at 27, 28, 26, and through probably 29. I think that's probably the prime of their career. So I was looking at getting him, but he had just moved to Dortmund, so there was no way I was going to get him. Kind of the same situation with Götze. I wanted those players, but they just moved in. That's why I don't like the start of that's why I don't like the transfer season when I start in new career mode, because players had just moved in, so it's hard to get them. But so we're going to play the second match of the season, and this is again in Liga NOS, in the Portuguese league. I wanted to get another win here, and we start off with our orange, really bright orange kits. We start out with Abubakar getting that first goal. That was a good finish. I think that might have been too easy. I felt like it was too easy, but that's how it goes sometimes. A lot of these teams here in the Portuguese league, they are really low quality teams, and I expect to beat most of them. Even if I have trouble, like I did in the first match. But I mean, the only really hard teams in this league are going to be Benfica, and Sporting Lisboa, and maybe Braga, ST Braga, and that's it. I feel like the rest of the teams I should be good in terms of winning those matches. We come away here with with another shot here on goal. Goalkeeper does a very good save right there. Suarez goes inside of the box, and then he does this little cut inside almost, and this was a really good goal. I mean, hitting it with his left foot in the top, in the corner of the net of the goal. Really good one. I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought he would either not have enough power and the goalkeeper was going to get this one, or it was just going to go too wide. But that was a really good shot, and we got the second goal of the match, so not too bad. It's kind of funny how he just does that. He stops the ball, puts it on his left foot, and then just puts it in the back of the net. So that was a really good goal. And then we're going to come into second half, I believe. This is towards the end of the match already, 82nd minute. And that's going to be Brahimi scoring his second goal of the season, and twice in 2 games in a row. This one was just, this was an easy goal. He could not miss this one. And I believe it's Abubakar giving that ball to him. And yeah, if he would have missed this one, I would have been really pissed, because, it had to go in. So 3-0, really good. I didn't want to concede any goals. I think this is Herrera maybe. I don't know. But our player concedes a penalty. I was not happy about this. Honestly, I didn't think it was a penalty. So you're going to see right now the replay here. He's on the ground. Like, how is this a penalty? Like, both players obstructing each other. I don't see how it is. So I was ready with Casillas to stop this one, and yes, he gets that nice save. I just had a feeling that he was going to go left or right, actually, and I threw myself in the right direction. So Casillas makes a really good save here, and we get that clean sheet that I really wanted, because the first game, conceding 3 goals is not good. Our defense did not look good at all, but Casillas comes big here to have a clean sheet. So that was a pretty good match. Pretty easy overall, 3-0. That's a good victory there when you win 3-0. I like those. I like winning by 3 goals for some reason. Obviously, like, if I score more, it's pretty good, but winning by 3, it's nice, because it's like, the game wasn't super easy to the point where, like, like when you score 5 or more goals, it's kind of like, okay, it wasn't really a challenge, but scoring 3 goals, it's pretty solid. It's really nice. So that's a good victory. So 6 points out of 6. And I was looking to make it 3 out of 3 with our next match, but that's going to come just in a little bit. So we're looking at some of the players here and some of the more transfers. So this is the player that I was talking about, our goalkeeper Fabiano. That's his name. And so I think he had an offer here from, I believe it's Deportivo La Coruña from Spain, from the Spanish league, La Liga. And I think I did accept that offer. I think it was like a 4.7 million, 4.1 million or something like that offer. And that's pretty good. I think that was more than his value. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna offer me that amount of money for him, I am going to accept it. I'm not even gonna negotiate to counter that offer. I am good to go. And I was still looking at other players because I was still contemplating the idea of selling Jesus Corona, even though I don't end up selling him and I don't end up getting anybody else. I'll tell you right now, I just can't do it. You know, Corona, I think he's gonna, you know, be pretty good this season. And if anything, because I am planning to play at least another season with Porto, if anything, then I feel like we can sell him maybe in the second season, because I think he'll be worth more, especially, you know, if he does good in this season. So I don't want to sell him right now. He can go for more money, more than the 22 million that Everton was offering, which is really low anyways, and I would have counter offer. A good player that I was looking at was Yannick Carrasco, but oh my god, he's 85 rated. And his value is at, I think he said like something like 40 million. So that is just too much money. Like I said, maybe in the second season, that could be a possibility. I don't know. Who knows? Then there was another player that I was really interested in getting as well. So, well, I'll talk about that later. But here first, we are doing, we're doing some transfer business here with, this is Suk Hyun Jun, I believe. Suk Hyun Jun. So I think he's a player from South Korea, I believe. And we actually ended up selling him to Mainz from the Bundesliga, team from the Bundesliga. And I did want to sell him because I don't think he's going to play with us. So, you know, he has to go. And I think I got a pretty good amount for him. I think it was like 8 million, something like that. So that's not too bad for a player that, you know, that I wasn't going to use. So we're going to actually end up with only 3 strikers. Okay, so this is the player I was talking about, Di Maria from PSG. So right now, you know, Neymar being in the team, and then you got Cavani, Mbappe. Is he ever going to play? Like, what is going on there? So I wanted to maybe make an offer for him. And you'll see at the end of the video if I did go for him or not. He is a little bit pricey, and that meant that I was going to have to sell one of my players to get him. And, you know, that could have meant Corona maybe, because that's the same position for for Di Maria. So I don't know. But here we go. So Fabiano actually got sold. And this is this is actually one of our players. We actually signed a player from the Youth Academy. So that is one of the things that, you know, were required for us this season as an objective to fulfill. So I was happy that I was able to get a player like that. I think he is a left mid and center mid as well. He's only, I think 18 or 19 years old, or 17 years old, I believe. And his potential is 94, which is awesome. And that's one of the things I was talking about when picking a scout. It doesn't really have to be all the time 5 stars and 5 stars for judgment and experience. The one we got was only 2 stars for both categories, and he was able to get a player that had a 94 potential. So that's not too bad at all. There were other strikers here that I was thinking of maybe getting on loan, but none of them, you know, were available for that, and I didn't want to buy any players except Di Maria maybe if I had the funds. But who knows? So this is the match, guys. We're playing against Benfica, 3rd game of the season, and we are already playing against one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Portuguese league, obviously along with us. But so yeah, so we start off this match here, and it's gonna be Benfica getting this first goal here. So not good for us. Benfica with Raul Jimenez, Mexican striker, gets a goal, and you know, I was not happy about that. I mean, like I've been saying, it's just the defenses and the goalkeepers. I don't know what is going on. They don't seem like they are, you know, doing too well. But we do get that goal right here. So this is gonna be the equalizer, and that is That comes with a goal from Kagawa. That was a really good assist, I believe, by Corona. So we're able to get that equalizer really quickly. If any more time would have passed, it would have been much harder to score a goal. But that was a good finish. Goalkeeper Julio Cesar could have maybe saved this one, but he did not. So again, the goalkeepers seem like they just don't want to save anything. It's kind of crazy, but anyways, we get a nice cross right here. It's gonna be a header, but it goes to the hands of Julio Cesar. Benfica with Raul Jimenez almost had it right here. We're gonna have this nice through ball, and it's Suarez who puts it in the back of the net and makes it a 2-1 game. So from being down 1-0, we come back with a 2-1, and this is before the end of the first half. So it's always good to score goals before the end of the first half. It gives confidence. It makes the players play a little bit better. The morale, the chemistry, all that stuff. I know it's not Ultimate Team, but I think it still kind of applies, even though it's not Ultimate Team. That was a good goal. I thought I actually was gonna shoot this one across, but he ends up pretty much going through the middle, and Julio Cesar wasn't able to get this one. I was really pissed for this goal, guys. Like, honestly, this was the start of the second half, and Jonas gets a goal. So that's another thing. If you get a goal, it's good to get a goal in the beginning of the second half as well, because it just gives you that confidence. Just getting a goal right off the bat right there. And I was just really pissed. Again, I can't believe those goals went through, but we're gonna bring it back to make it a 3-2 game. So guys, this game already has 5 goals, and it was just insane. The amount of goals that we were getting, both teams, honestly, I just cannot believe it. Well, at this point, 3-2 didn't seem too crazy, but for basically the biggest game in Portugal, it was really good. Benfica comes back again and gets a third one. Like, seriously, this was just ridiculous, and Jimenez was having a hell of a game. Honestly, he had just a really, really good game. But look at the defense. Come on, like, it's like they were not even trying. And then Casillas almost doesn't even make an effort for that. And then Benfica gets the 4th goal. Gosh, 4-3. Like, I didn't even know what to think at this point. Like, I was just like, I was worried that I was, losing, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? They're scoring easy goals. I'm gonna score easy goals. That is exactly what happened. Corona gets the 4th goal here, guys. It's already 8 goals in the match. Unbelievable. I don't know. I was speechless at this point. I was just like, really. I don't know. I was baffled. Like, honestly, another goal, 4 goals for both teams. This was a really good goal. I really liked it. Left-footed shot, just goes really smoothly. And 4 goals, 4-4, crazy. Since it was so easy to score, I knew I could get this one. And look at that, guys. 5-4. But what a goal. This is already a contender for the goal of the season, and it's our 3rd match. Suarez, I honestly, I didn't want to do this. I don't know why I chipped the ball. Should have been just a regular shot, and as soon as I did that chip, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be the biggest fail ever. Was not expecting him to do that, but what a goal that was. 5-4. Can watch this all day long. Cannot believe it. And what a hell of a match. So 5-4. So are we gonna get a 6th one, or is Benfica gonna get a 5th to make it 5-5? What was gonna happen? What is going to happen? Hopefully we get that 6th goal, and you guys have probably guessed by now. No, Benfica get the equalizer. Holy mother of God. 86 minutes into the game. 5 goals for me, 5 goals for Benfica. How does this goal happen? Like, honestly, it was just a hell of a match. It was just, I don't know. I can't even find the words. It was just insane. And the match ends in a 5-5 thriller. Unbelievable. 10 goals. I don't even, what other game in real life or in FIFA even ends like that? 5 goals, 10 goals in total. Even in the highlights, I was looking to see if they had all the goals. They didn't. that's how many goals we scored. So I think man of the match ends up being Corona. He gets a goal and an assist, so he did a pretty good match. But I think overall, the attackers did a hell of a match for both me and Benfica, but defenders, the goalkeepers were horrible. So something has to be fixed, I believe, because I'm not gonna say I'm the best at defending or anything, but gosh, like I think they really messed up with the defense here. That's including the goalkeeper. So we'll see what happens with that. So our striker from South, I think Korea, gets sold. We get a couple of mil here, which is gonna help us with our transfer budget. So that is pretty good. So we are actually at the end of our transfer window. We only have about 10 hours. We have supposedly these 10 hours left in the transfer window because we are on the last day. I don't think I was gonna do anything. I was thinking of getting. I was still on the idea of maybe getting Di Maria, but honestly, no. It just wasn't gonna happen. We didn't have enough money. If I had sold Corona, then maybe, then definitely I think I would have gone for him as well. And I did put Ibrahimi as a transfer as well, just to see what would happen. But then again, I think he's going to be a good player for us this season, and he's one of the good ones, that's been playing really good and with Porto this season. So I didn't, I didn't want to sell him. So we get an offer for Felipe. And he's actually our, starting center back. And I just wanted to make like a crazy, offer just to see what happened. So they countered back with 33 million. If they had gone for the offer that I sent, then maybe I would have accepted. And, I would have used those funds to get another center back and then get Di Maria probably. But at the end of the day, I stalled them and I wasn't going to sell Felipe. He is too good. He has to be there, alongside our other center backs. So, we can't sell him. In the bench, we have Reyes, which we also got an offer for him for 10 million. But, I want to keep them because they are going to play since we do have the Champions League. And, we have the Liga NOS, and we have the Cup of Portugal. So we need all those top quality players. Can't afford to sell them. And so that was going to be it for the transfer window. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that 10-goal match. Crazy. Hopefully, we have more dramatic matches like that. But, we can't be conceding that many goals. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for the journey, Ultimate Team, Career Mode, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later.